Let's go. Welcome back. Friday night. Hope you have a lovely Friday night. I'm going to pull up a chessboard and play some 5-minute blitz. And we have a queen's pawn opening. I'm going to get a few pre-moves. Is it going to be going this way? Okay, you have to be careful here. Can't really pre-move because opponent can always throw this in. Yeah, castle. You can see this. Okay, h3, h4. My opponent plays h3. Castle, no hassle. This bishop wants to play chess. This rook wants to play chess. So does this rook. Considering things like this, you can play this right away. Anytime you can play e5 right away. Usually good. I'm okay with pushing past. My opponent pushes past. Now I'm going to go for this untangling. Bunch of moves. Slow attack, but I'm going to push all my minor pieces up for some attack on the king side here. Let's go. I'm going to start with this king stepping over. Could be useful. Knight could come here. In this case, we're just going to clarify what's going on with this bishop. And not immediately pushing. You can push here, but then there's sacking ideas. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. First, I'm going to bring this knight here. Let's go. And now this is a little more easy to play for black pieces. This bishop on its starting square is already kind of developed in this position, but this rook wants to join the attack somehow. Can go after this bishop. The bishop drops back. Knight comes here. Knight doesn't come here. But if you play this first, then you can do that sequence of moves. I'm gonna go for it. Idea is landing here and eventually building this pawn structure. Okay, now the bishop can't go back. I don't think this was a great move. It comes at a cost though. If knight takes, bishop, pawn takes, and then white has a semi-open f file to work with. And you can see I already have this weak f7 pawn. No one's defending this pawn. So I'm not in a hurry to take, but this to me signals that my opponent would take back with the knight. Oftentimes I find, at least in my game, in these positions when I bring the rook over to e8, I tend to bring it back. So maybe it's a waste of time to push it there and bring it back, but idea here is going for this f5, supported by the bishop and the rook. Let's go. Okay, pawn takes, bishop takes, this all works. If pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes. My bishop was a problem piece. It was hemmed in. Getting rid of my problem piece. This is my last piece that wants to be developed. Perhaps queen here, or queen here. Maybe queen here. These pawns, look at this beautiful pawn chain I have. So yeah, I want to move the queen somewhere, either here, here, here. And I want to bring this rook over, double on the f-file. So what's better? This, I think, not so much, because I want to double. I don't want the queen in the middle. So these are the two candidate moves, considering. It just depends. So I want to be on this diagonal or this diagonal. I wonder if this is better, because maybe it could support this if the rook were to move. Yeah, I'm going to go here. In this diagonal, there could be some problems with the bishop. So finally my opponent drops back that bishop. I'm going to double on the f-file. And again, look at this. Oops, sorry about that. Look at this lovely pawn structure I have. One is very solid too. King safety. I'd say my opponent's king is a little safer. Look at all these pieces around my opponent's king. Like Fort Knox here. I'm going to take this one off. And my opponent has this pawn structure. Now it's changed. The pawn structure has changed. And I have this sort of lofty pawn structure around my king. Can I play this with the idea of trading all the rooks off? I'd still like to improve my queen somehow. And this knight. What about... Do I have time to play this? Yeah, because this... The knight is a little more active here on f6. Okay. And that's a problem with the knight here on f6. The rook can't retreat. So I'm hanging my rook. The only thing to do here is just to push past and call this a strategic sack exchange. So sacking the exchange, the bishop, the defensive bishop for the misplaced rook. Let's go. And suddenly, don't I have these pawns that are rolling? These pawns seem like they're rolling. Now this bishop is improved a bit. This pawn out of the way. Okay, definitely gonna grab that knight. And now for my next trick. Queen's coming here. Queen's eyeing this sensitive b2. Also, maybe this check could be useful at some point. I am down on time, about 45 seconds. Okay, I immediately have this. Yeah, I have this going after the knight. Or knight going after the queen. Rook is defended. And now the knight is starting to get closer to the king side. Anytime you have a knight close to the king, and already looking at this idea, this check. Yeah, this check, and then which supports the knight coming here. Do you have to be careful? This rook could be up for grabs. I think taking here first. Yeah, taking here first, and then going after the rook. Going after the rook. Queen defends the knight. So we're a rook against a knight and a bishop. I have 5 pawns. The opponent has 6 pawns. The opponent has 2 pawn islands. What's this? There's a check here. We can repeat moves. We can repeat moves. No. So where's the knight going? Knight's gotta go somewhere. Knight's coming back. Yeah, knight's coming back. Okay. There's a check here. It's a mate. I have to defend that check. 45 seconds to 1:26. Not looking good. Okay, this just defends this 2 times. And again, king safety. King safety is always key. This king is very cozy here. I'm just going for a pawn advance, pawn storm. Yeah, just pushing pawns. Does support the knight coming here suddenly. Now there's a check here. It's looking a little more promising. 37 seconds to 59 seconds. Opponent's having a think. Queen's got to go somewhere and defend this check. So queen can come here. Wait, this doesn't... I still have this check. I still have the check. I'm x-raying the defense of this knight. And the bishop defends the queen. Let's go. Look at this. This check here. And the queen can't even take. Queen cannot take. There's a pin. Pre-moving here. Let's go. Let's go. 27 seconds. My opponent... I'm just going to push this pawn. Wow, what a turnaround. Never give up, never surrender. Especially in 5 minutes. 0 increment chess. Let's go, 17 seconds. I think my opponent's just gonna let the clock run out here. I'm okay with that. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something from that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.